Today we're focusing on this. What is it? Everybody in here is 20 under 40?
Yeah.
So basically what they're saying is if you're 50, you can go straight to hell. You can just die and go to hell. Nobody cares about you. You're done. Just get on your flaming raft and go off to Valhalla or whatnot. We've already met one of these people, and I have a feeling we're getting ready to meet another. And when you get to be 50 and you get these overachieving 40-year-old and under people, you really, really resent them. Just wow. We have some very impressive people in this town, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And we have another one here. It's another one of our 20 under 40. It's Vin T. He's the primary care optometrist with Empire Eye. Vin, you want to tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure. I'm actually a Bakersfield transplant. I've come to Bakersfield about 8 years ago, and I work with Empire Eye and Laser Center. I'm the primary care optometrist there, which basically means that I see anybody and everybody who has any type of eye issues. Most people out there probably don't know the difference between an optometrist and an ophthalmologist, so I'll clear it
I
up.
heard this once. Here, you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
An ophthalmologist is a surgeon, and an optometrist is a person who does everything but surgery. So we've come a long way. We're not just strictly glasses and contacts now. I'm able to treat diseases just like my fellow ophthalmologists are. I just can't do the surgeries.
You're okay. The way the story goes, I have a friend of mine who's an ophthalmologist, and when somebody says, "What's the difference between an ophthalmologist and an optometrist?" he says, "About $150,000 a year." I swear, I thought that's where you were going. And if somebody would have told me you were an optometrist, or I would have kept moving the microphone slightly and said, "How about now? How about now? How about now?" And then it would have been hilarious. But I missed the opportunity. I'm sorry.
And talk about some of your community work. You also help give free eye exams to Bakersfield children and beyond Bakersfield.
Yeah, definitely. I've partnered up with this other program called OneSight, and they're more known with LensCrafters. So basically it's their nonprofit. And what I did was about 4 years ago, I approached them and said, "Hey, there's a huge need in our community for eyeglasses and eye exams, a lot of underprivileged people that need to get their eyes checked." And they have this program, which is a vision van program, where they basically drive basically an eye exam on wheels, and they drive it onto different campuses and provide eye exam right then and there on campus. So the first year we did it in the Oildale School District. Obviously, we know that Oildale is very impoverished. A lot of the parents there can't afford to take some time off work to take their kids in to get their eyes checked, despite the fact that the nurses have said, "Hey, your kid needs to get their eyes checked." So what we do is we bring the eye exam to them. So then we're able to see about 85 kids the first year. The second year, we grew the program to 2 days, and then we saw 160 kids. The third year, we did sort of a modified program where we traveled around the community. So we went to Delano, we did the Bakersfield City School District, we went to Arvin and Lamont, and each day we went somewhere else, and we provided over 400 exams, and about 390 of those patients needed glasses. So we every year that we've done it, and this past year, actually, in March, we grew it even bigger. What we did was we had a central location down at the fairgrounds, and there we're able to work with the different school district and have all of the kids from the different school district bust into us, and we saw over 1,200 kids that time.
Wow. Now, am I correct in assuming if this program wasn't there, these kids would just not have vision care?
That is exactly correct.
And they would struggle and fail in school because they couldn't see.
Right. A lot of the times these kids get labeled as, not trying hard enough, and it's something as simple as, just giving them a pair of glasses so that they can see the board, see their homework. And sometimes a lot of these kids go undiagnosed with, simple conditions like lazy eyes, weakness in their vision, and they don't ever get diagnosed because they don't ever see anybody.
Wow. Well, man, I'm glad you guys are doing it. It's amazing when you see a program like this. When you wonder what would we do without it.
Yeah. they don't get any care. I mean, the Medi-Cal providers in town are overwhelmed by some of these the population, because it's just there's not enough providers. There's too many patients out there. So at least with this program, we're able to provide the care to these patients.
Well, I could see how you made the list.
Yeah, and a big factor that we took in when deciding our 20 under 40 is that people who do big things in their careers but also give back to the community. So why do you guys think it's so important to give back?
Well, I think it's our duty to give back. Obviously we're successful because we had support and help of people in our lives, and once whatever that success you believe it is you've achieved, you have to make sure you help others succeed as well. Because I don't think you're very successful if you can't help anybody else. So
That's a heck of an attitude to have.
yeah.
Seriously, I'm glad I got to meet the both of you. Hey, tell me this: who took this picture here?
It was a team effort. I took the photo, but Laura set it up, and Glenn was the pourer.
I don't know if people appreciate the level of photography. I just want to tell you personally, this is an amazing piece of work right here.
Thank you.
That's some skills right there. Well played. We got to take a break. Seriously, I'm glad I got to meet the both. I resent you for your youth and your skill and your success, but I'm glad that there's people like you in the world.
Thank you.
When we come back, the treasonous traitor, Benedict Arnold-esque Laura Lear will be joining us on the program. I don't know why, but she's going to have a rough go of it. I can promise you that. And we'll do that right after this. And don't forget, we're not going to be here the next 2 Fridays. We are off next Friday, and then the Friday after, I will be at the ocean, just the Pacific. And Hop will be doing some antiquing in New Hampshire. So that's just so you know what's up from a programming standpoint. And don't forget, Sam Outlaw's going to be in town this weekend, too. I'll tell you about that on this side of the break if I can get a word in edgewise. We'll be right back after these words. It's the First Look program. It's News Talk 1180, the new 96.1 KERN, and we're streaming live on the internet at Bakersfield.com. Yeah, I met one of those kids that got a pair of glasses through that.